Recessions are coming, but what if I told you the wealthiest people of the next decade won't just survive them, they'll thrive through them? Not with dusty strategies like gold and real estate, but with bold, scalable plays. So if you're tired of recycled advice and you're ready to invest like the trillionaire class of tomorrow, hit that like button, subscribe, and lock in because what you're about to learn could change your financial future forever. Welcome to the channel that's changing lives one video at a time, not your average buy gold and real estate advice. This is forward thinking, future proofed wealth strategy that could turn average investors into the next wave of trillionaires. Economic uncertainty is now the norm. Recessions aren't a question of if, they're a question of when. But what if I told you that there are investments that don't just survive in recessions, they thrive? In this video, we'll go deep into 5 ultra strategic, scalable, and powerful investment areas that remain strong no matter what. And they're all accessible whether you've got $100 or $100 million. Let's build future-proof wealth. Let's start with one of the most overlooked yet revolutionary sectors, decentralized digital infrastructure. Forget crypto speculation. This is about owning the backbone of the future internet. In the last 10 years, the internet has evolved faster than any utility in human history. But the control is centralized. Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure dominate web infrastructure. The Achilles heel, these systems are vulnerable, expensive, and centralized. Enter decentralized digital infrastructure. We're talking about investing into systems like Helium, Network, and Render Network. These protocols allow anyone to rent computing power, bandwidth, and storage to power decentralized applications, and you, the investor, can earn a yield doing it. Why is this recession-proof? Because businesses always need internet infrastructure, but in a downturn, companies look for cheaper, decentralized solutions. So that's where these networks shine. Example, you purchase a Helium hotspot and passively earn crypto tokens by providing wireless data to devices, or stake in Ashcash tokens and receive dividends from developers hosting decentralized applications. The demand is growing exponentially, and the best part, this is still the early stage. Think US in 2002. This is a scalable way to invest in the future of web infrastructure, and it's recession-proof because it monetizes fundamental digital needs, data, bandwidth, and processing. Think about this. With the rollout of 6G, smart cities, and billions of connected LOT devices, decentralized infrastructure is not just an alternative, it's a necessity. Governments and private institutions will need faster, cheaper, and more secure ways to process and store data. As regulations and privacy demands increase, decentralized models become more attractive. You can always diversify by investing in decentralized domain names, like those on Ethereum name service, or supporting blockchain-based DNS systems. As online identity becomes critical, these components of digital infrastructure will hold real-world tangible value. Even during economic downturns, the digital world doesn't slow down, it accelerates. As more companies transition to remote-first models and cloud-based operations, decentralized hosting, storage, and bandwidth provisioning become essential lifelines, not optional luxuries. Number 2 on our list, biotechnology-enabled longevity. Not just investing in pharma stocks, we're talking about investing in health span, not just lifespan. As populations age, demand for healthcare and aging-related interventions becomes recession-proof. But the next trillion-dollar boom, it's not in treating illness, it's in preventing aging. Companies like Altos Labs, Calico, and CRISPR Therapeutics are pioneering age reversal and cellular rejuvenation. You can invest in longevity ETFs like LOGL or directly in pre-IOP startups via equity crowdfunding platforms like Seed Invest or rCrowd. Why is this innovative? Because you're not investing in medical treatment, you're investing in the extension of human vitality. AI-driven drug discovery, personalized genomics, and sense-seeing therapy are growing fields that aren't affected by economic cycles. In a recession, people still need healthcare, but they're increasingly demanding optimized health, biohacking, non-tropics, diagnostics as a service. This sector scales with technology and demographics. The 65 plus population will double by 2050. That's a built-in demand. That's built-in demand. Imagine a future where aging is optional. It might sound far-fetched, but with breakthroughs in hypogenic reprogramming, stem cell therapy, and NAD plus restoration, that future is being engineered now. As an investor, getting in early gives you not just financial upside, but a front row seat to humanity's greatest health revolution. And this isn't just biotech labs. It includes wellness, real estate, longevity clinics, personalized health apps, and even DNA-based nutrition companies. These are tangible businesses with real-world impact and recession-proof business models. The global anti-aging market is expected to hit $120 billion by 2030. This is not hype. It's a demographic this is not just hype. You're not tracing trends here. You're aligning your investment with the most universal desire to live longer and healthier. Let's talk about a low barrier, high impact sector. Digital education, IP, and platform ownership. This isn't just about teaching a job. This is about owning the future of learning. During COVID, education went digital overnight. That trend isn't reversing, but most people just consume education. But if you could own the platform or the intellectual property, what if you could own the platform or the intellectual property? Step one, just create or acquire high-value digital courses in evergreen niches. AI, coding, finance, productivity. Host them on platforms like Teachable, Kajabi, or even YouTube Mentor or YouTube memberships. Step two, license your content to schools, corporations, or government reskilling programs. You don't need to be the instructor. Hire experts and retain IP. Step three, buy equity in microeducation startups. Think Udemy for Africa, Coursera for Latin America. Emerging market digital education is still untapped. In a recession, people upgrade their skills. They don't go back to school, they go online. That makes education IP recession resistant and globally scalable. Want proof? Look at how Masterclass, Skillshare, and Coursera exploded in the last 5 years. The space isn't crowded, it's just beginning, and you can own a piece today. Here's a strategy. Bundle your course with community access and coaching, then automate the onboarding using AI chatbots. Now you've got scalable value delivery even while you sleep. That's how digital educators are earning 6 to 7 figures with minimal overhead. The future of education will be decentralized and skill-specific. Micro certifications, AI-led learning assistants, and credential NFTs are opening new business models for educators and investors alike. And remember, every piece of content you create becomes an asset. A single video course can sell 10,000 times with no additional cost. That's true leverage. In a volatile economy, leverage is power. Next, let's get our hands dirty digitally. Recession-proof investment number 4, regenerative agri-tech and vertical farming. We all eat, but climate change, supply chain shocks, and war are stressing traditional agriculture. The solution, hyper-local, technology-driven food production. Vertical farming companies like Plenty, Aereo Farms, and InFarm use AI, robotics, and hydroponics to grow food in urban centers. Regenerative farming startups are restoring soil and biodiversity using tech-driven methods. Here's how to invest. Purchase equity in early stage vertical farm startups via platforms like Crowdcube or Republic. Invest in ETFs focused on agri-tech innovation like Crop or VG. Directly fund co-ops or local vertical farms using DAO-based models. This is recession-proof because food demand is non-cyclical, but production needs innovation. Plus, government subsidiaries are following into climate-resistant food tech. Bonus, some platforms let you fractionalize ownership of greenhouses or farms. Earn yields like a landlord, but in lettuce and kale. Think of this sector as the intersection of sustainability and profitability. By integrating blockchain with agri-tech, you can even track and verify the origin of food from seed to table, creating transparency and premium pricing models. Urban agriculture reduces transportation, emissions, and ensures local food security, 2 huge priorities in times of crisis. By investing early, you're positioning yourself in a sector that governments are actively incentivizing. The agricultural sector is historically slow to innovate. That creates opportunity for tech-savvy investors, whether it's drone-based crop analysis or AI-enhanced irrigation systems. The tools are there, and now it's about scaling them and backing the right teams. So let's recap the 5 recession-proof investment areas: decentralized digital infrastructure, longevity and biotech innovation, digital education IP, and rejuvenated agritech. These aren't trends, these are economic shields. They're scalable, accessible, and here to stay. Now here's the deal. Watching this video isn't enough. Action creates impact. Start small, learn fast, reinvest smartly. You don't need to be rich to start. You need to be strategic. Hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone who's ready to build wealth in any economy, and drop a comment on which investment you're starting with. The next trillionaire might just be watching this video right now. Could it be you?